All right, friends. All right. We need to do something about this. We need to do something about this because we have just lost our big leafer. No, don't get distracted, Siri. Okay, look, that wasn't intentional. I just was really excited about the big leaf bird. But we have just lost our very first of our staff members to none other. Also, is this killing my prickly pear plant? Apparently that's okay. I don't know about that. But we have just lost our very first of our staff members to this prickly pear plant situation. It's an extremely prickly situation, and it turns out actually, if you don't send somebody here with survival skills, they really do get impaired and they're gone. Just like that. And so it is for that reason that we must now accept the fact that we have the Aranim greenhouse, which I have to make look better, nicer, stronger, and also expanded to this purchasable plot that apparently we can go ahead and have once we have a sprinkler pump. A sprinkler pump. How amazing would that be? Custom contraptions are a subcategory under the science theme. They're built in the workshop by science experts. Find the blueprints for new exhibits and materials to build them in bungle burrows. There it is. There it is. We need to learn how to make sprinkler pumps so that we can build up an even better greenhouse that's not full of disgusting, smelly resources, so that we can honor the first of our lost staff members. I still feel deep sorrow about this. Also, Iris, you're eloquent and nimble. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to hire you as a botanist because we're probably going to need a lot of botanists for this. But I also need somebody to be able to have survival skills so that they can go and be our prickly pear harvester. But for now, I would like to go ahead and welcome Pine Split. What a wonderful name. Oh my gosh. Okay, so botanist, Pine Split. Welcome. Welcome to our adventures, and I hope that with your help, we will be able to go ahead and we will be able to make the most of this tragic situation. And also, I really do actually need another botanist that we could go ahead and hire so that we can have someone become trained in survival skills and go fight those pears. But we also have had our scientist visiting the Upper Antique Archives, where serious scientist Raya was able to go and acquire none other than the Jab Maestro. This is such a weird contraption. I can't wait to complete the exhibit with all of its little screw pieces you gotta put together. We haven't had a plant that we've had to put together just yet. That's so interesting. We need to redo the science zone as well, and we need to feed our staff because apparently they're starving. And is there anything to gather here in the bungle burrows? I think there might be blueprints. Countless experiments have been lost in the shuffle of bungle technology's erratic history of progress and mishap. This underground lab facility, codenamed Bungle Burrow, is one such abandoned experiment. Okay, we definitely need to go there. We need someone like microscope master Dearbones to go so that they will be able to be aware of any of the subterranean tremors that they might have. And we also want them not to get lost in the lab, so we'll give them an expedition journal. And we're going to send them down with Globetrotter Lost in Time Galactic Woozle, because that will get to the scientific storage between all of their combined levels. And we're gonna have them do a detailed survey, I think, of that zone to see what happens. And then we need desperately to work on our botany skills as well. We do such a good job of not peeking at what enlightenment might be waiting for us in the botany zones. but I definitely need my botanist out there training, preparing themselves. I can't believe this has happened, that we have lost some more of our people. We have extremely eloquent, all 3 of our current botanists are eloquent right now, by the way, which is really cool. And let's see, if we get to a level 5 botanist, I think something good will happen. Oh, and we haven't even renamed. Okay, look, we've got to rename that botanist. Where is our botanist? Let's see. We have got one botanist that has not got a proper name right over here. And this is going to be Carrot. Literally the next name on the Patreon list is Carrot, one of our livings. Oh my gosh, Carrot, hi. Oh my gosh, Cave Carrot, botanist, Carrot. I love that. You are going to be our Cave Carrot botanist. We're gonna send you out, actually not to the caves, but off to gather up more of those eyeball plants, because might as well gather up what we can and kind of get the kind of experience that we need. Have we managed to get full? We haven't 100% managed to get pristine on this, but I think we're gonna get it soon. We'll do expedition journal. And you guys, good luck, my friends. Also, people want to know more about the prickly pear plant, so we'll put this down over here, and then we will get another donation stand put in case people want to donate to the Aaron greenhouse, which we will try to make even more green and more of a plant house that, again, is not going to just be stinky plants. Because we literally only have stink plants right now. Oh, but we did get a bit of a reward for our health survey, which is great that they didn't come in here to see the stink plant. I think they'd have different things to say. All right. Well, here we are, friends. The Pika Lily pads are being investigated. We can go ahead and possibly put down... Is this from the like subterranean expedition already? Oh, that's amazing. Good job, you guys. Okay, they found the archives and they found the extra science surplus and they found the sprinkler pump. Yes! Caring for plants can be a difficult, relentless chore. Build a boredom-proof machine to automate the process. The sprinkler pump can restore botany exhibits as an expert would within its sprinkling radius. And that means that the guest would do that for us? Oh my heck, let's go ahead and get that built ASAP. Wow. Hopefully that will be absolutely fantastically helpful. And then I think that's going to let us send down, let's see, another science expert. Microscope Master Dearbones is headed to the workshop. I wish I could let you, but I really need your help right now, actually, Dearbones. And we'll also send about to level up Oasis Hermit Evergreen. And we'll get you guys, I mean, we do have a survey scanner. That was such a fast survey. I think we will give them a survey scanner just to see if we can really have them go back down to the science surplus zone and find even more of the wonderful and mysterious little blueprints we could put together. And meanwhile, cave biologist Tickle Tipson, who thankfully has not gone ahead and gone the way of poor, like, researcher Aaron, is now building the sprinkler. That's so cool. And once we get the sprinkler built, then we should be able to purchase this plot right over here. And once we do that, we could hopefully expand our greenhouse and start getting in plants that actually are nice and aren't the smelly, nasty things that we currently have. Oh, whoa, and apparently we need more queues for the tickets. Do we have enough assistants to be able to fill all of those spots? I don't know. Also, there are some... Oh, good! We do have a botanist who's available to hire. It's none other than Helene! Helene, welcome! Welcome! You are going to be our, let's see, cactus wrestler, our prickly pear juicer, Helene. You are hired to specifically... Vandal! Get him! Get him! Oh my gosh. Okay, hopefully the training will work. And then we're gonna have you train in survival skills to be able to go and not get impaired. And now... Yes, okay, and we have our expedition rewards. They have just come in. We have just managed to go ahead and we can purchase this plot and get it going so we can start our expansion because we have a sprinkler pump. Woo! Okay. There's been a lot of chaos going on. And I know that we are all still reeling from the loss of one of our very own employees. And I know that now we're also slowly but surely becoming flat broke. Oh no. But hopefully with the addition of more of our specialty, of all of the things that we end up having as our specialty. I kind of can't believe that it's the Pika Lily pads, but I mean, they do sell for a lot of cash dollars to curious botanists, I suppose. And we just did a big survey into the bungle burrows. Built-in speaker. That's a perk we can build amidst scientific ambiance, boosting guest buzz. That's so cool. We absolutely need to have more than one of our little zones then. And I feel like, should we bother building a sprinkler pump right now or just like upgrade the one we've currently got? And where could I get the built-in sprinkler then? Let's get another science survey going. We definitely need a second workshop at this rate. And then let's see, 2 out of 4 items have been discovered in this place. We're going to also have Serious Microscope Master Deer Bones, actually. And Secret Keeper Pandora's Box is now ready for training. Let's have, Oasis Hermit Evergreen might be a good marketer soon. And I want to make sure, Sociologist Leafheart, why don't you come with us? And we're gonna send you guys down to do another survey in the bungle burrow to see what you guys find. We're training up to handle the impaired labs. And then we also have the upper antique still, where let's send serious scientist Raya with a first aid kit to go and find more things there too. And we need more assistants so that people can like handle the cafeteria. That actually sounds super important. So, robust assistant. Welcome! I think you're going to be cactus lemonade. Well, I guess we already have made quite a few cactuses. Oasis Springs. Coconuts. Fern. Salad tosser? Science salad. Science. What is, what was like those little like dotty ice cream? I don't even know if they still make those anymore, but there used to be these tiny little balls of ice cream that you could get in a container, and it was like Dots ice cream, and it was itty bitty and it tasted really good. So now, you know what, I kind of think Science Foodie welcome. I love the idea that you're creating really weird foods like that. And geez, these are really fast expeditions, but I guess it makes sense because technically, I don't know how the helicopter is going underneath our feet, but I guess it is. Also, the anti-rust edition reduces rate of custom contraption exhibit maintenance decay by 25%. So I guess what's happening is they're going and they're claiming those perks from there versus actually having to build the perks. That's what's going on. That makes so much more sense when you put it like that. Because I guess they're collecting the actual perks that we can apply now versus collecting like the blueprints for the perks. Okay, so now that all of that is done, let's see about working carefully but consistently on this greenhouse and possibly even naming this sickly pair after Aaron themselves, and then also moving the stink plant maybe at the very back and the small mister over here, and then moving the sickly pear over here. Does it need a different climate? No. And then we've got the survey scanner done. This plant needs quite a bit of work. we'll work on getting the stink zone taken care of. And I might have like a botanist just like focus on just constantly working this spot. Here is the sprinkler pump. I'm really curious to see how this thing works out. And also bungle burrows. Wow, that's really good experience for our assistants. I guess going down, yeah, look, now we have the built-in speaker again. That's so fascinating. And the upper antique archives with our serious scientist. Another part of the jab maestro. Wow, okay, maybe we'll mix those things together a little bit. Okay, and I need to get more like education knowledge in here for these things. Oh my gosh, yeah, we've got to tidy up a lot of what we currently have laid out. But I'm really realizing this is a great place for our scientists to be able to go ahead and just like train up. And also Oasis Hermit Evergreen is about to level up, and we could do double marketing for them, which would possibly help us out with hiring someone to do marketing. Oh, we have like $800. I should probably be paying attention to that too. But as you can tell, things are just a little exciting right now. We finally have the ability to go ahead and work on improving. I just saw Nim's name as we are improving the greenhouse, and I felt like wiping away a bit of a tear. And there's our cute little sprinkler pump. So that's what it is. So if we take care of these sprinkler pumps, we can do the anti-rust and the built-in speakers. I kind of feel like waiting until we're able to get quite a bit more from everyone, like using the sprinkler pump. And then for the sickly pear, this is the one that Aaron's pear is what we're gonna call that one. Yay! And Oasis Hermit Evergreen has leveled up, and they have returned once more. That is a great place for everybody to like go into the depths. And they have another built-in speaker. Oh, that's so fascinating. Okay, and as we're putting all of these fantastic pieces together, perhaps we could go ahead and get another one of the sprinkler pumps up and going, or perhaps it is time to get one of the photosynth. Oh, we don't have enough money for that. Maybe it's time just to sit on our, no, it's not time to just sit on our laurels. Who could do that when we need to go and we need to figure out how to make it possible? Prickly pear juicer Helene. I think you're gonna be the one. You're gonna be the one where we are going to go ahead and we are going to give you a first aid kit. And thanks to your survival skills, you will not become impaired, and you will be able to dive into those chaotic caves and bring us back a sample specimen, a specimen, or specicactus, perhaps. Well, those really don't work when you start playing it out like that, but you know, we're doing our best. And then I wonder if Lake Long Lost, that's too expensive. Then we're also going to, who's our current, come on over. Let's see. We probably should have, you know what, Sea Grape Expert Honey Moss, come on in. We gotta go ahead. We'll give you a perfect first aid kit as well. You head out. We just need some of the basics to cover some costs right now. That's to be completely honest with you. All right. I think we're actually getting a little bit of progress made, other than the fact that everything looks like absolute chaos. And we're gonna sell this bee exhibit to have a touch more money to be able to work with. I'm going to move the donation stand so that it's associated with the whole area. And let's see what we can do for these pears, because there's a potential for this pear to provide a whole bunch of... We're going to give you the extra experience perk because this is Aaron's pear. This pear can never go anywhere now. It has to stay with us forever in honor of Aaron. And then we've also got the vine column. Oh my gosh, we can do broken vine columns? That's really cool. We're going to put down a couple broken vine columns. And I'm kind of tempted to put down a partition so that people stop trying to eat this thing. Just because it's a little awkward when like somebody died for that pear, you know. But then also I can't decide if like that would feel like sweet, literally sweet, sweet revenge if I was the one who died for that pair. Oh no, a dilemma! No! Eyebrow raising. As the team searches bungle burrows, it discovers a cage containing a long, thin, hairy creature of unknown origin. Helene? Let's try releasing it. Oh my gosh. As the cage door opens, the beast leaps out and attaches itself to the team member's forehead. No one in the expedition team is strong enough to remove it. It's just a monobrow, though. It's just a monobrow. And now, no monobrow Mal, no doubt feels so, like, seen and like they've got a friend. So don't you worry. You're actually going to be in very good company. All right, well, let's go ahead and get some science decorations down over here as well. I love how there's cute little plants that you can actually have as decoration. I love how there is even like a science decoration setup. That's definitely a fun banner to be able to put out. There's the light bulb lamp. It's kind of like, I think wall cogs would be the closest I'd feel comfortable with, other than like the metal flower. Oh, we can change the color of the pot for the metal flower. Maybe we'll put down just like 1 or 2. Or not. Okay, that was just a health and safety warning. Oh, good. We have $93. Well, at least we're back with prickly pear juicer Helene having survived the imperiling situation. And bringing back an epic quality sickly pear, which we are going to promptly plop into the analysis chamber, because that is the last thing we need to do for this sticky situation. And we're also going to send our brave, brave botanist off to the hot springs to get that like monobrow off, because it's unaffordable. Oh my gosh. All I can imagine is like no monobrow Mal kind of being like feeling a little bit, maybe just a little bit, until we sold some old boxes and we're able to go ahead and send Helene off feeling a little bit like maybe there is justice in this world after all. Oh good, our Greasy Fields adventure came by. Good job, Sea Grape Expert, honey. What do we have? A lovely star fossil, thank you very much. I'm going to sell it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's the way it is with our prehistory like interns at the moment. We know the Greasy Fields that our food is, oops, let's do first aid kit. Yes. We know the Greasy Fields of grease gold that we're able to go ahead and pull from. All right, well, I think we need to make the greenhouse bigger before we really settle into the joys of going ahead and being able to make it look as nice as we want it to. We do have the really cool new sprinklers. We have fun sciencey things that we can add on in. I love that we've got like the relic, like the little, right over here, we've got the relic river that people can go ahead and like dig through. We're gonna try to get a marketing place built so we can try to attract more people. And we are going to try to actually make this place look a little less chaotic so that we can tend to all of the different plants, all of the different creatures, that we can try to get our you know, employees and happiness and our guest happiness up. We'll try to train up our staff without getting them completely like lost to the imperiling dangers down below. Excellent, excellent. And we'll try to make sure that we start balancing out some of these big projects we've been doing to make it a little bit more affordable. And there we go. Welcome back, Prickly Pear Juicer Helene. You went out and you were able to collect one of the most important specimens we have had yet. I hope you're ready to go back down and do it all over again. And I'm glad that you got back without your monobrow illness just as the health inspector arrived. Good timing, that. Good timing. Maybe I need to like kick you back down into the into the there we go. Let's do first aid kit to remove the injury. Just need to gently but firmly yeet you back down in here. No, an affordable expedition. Why? And we have a horse head statue. Okay, you know what? I gotta find a good spot for this and not let it get stolen, don't I? Oh boy. We're gonna make it happen! It's so painful. We're gonna fix this, guys. I promise. Just hang in there. I promise it's gonna become better.